Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a Piktochart infographic easily, and it will look something like this. So let's go over to Piktochart first, and once you've signed up, I'm not going to pay for this at all. I can download and share it without having to pay. The difference, if you pay, you can get lots of templates, but I don't really think you need them for this software. So if we click here on the infographics or infographic, and we can create a new. These are some that you can use for free. There are only about 10 of them. And if you upgrade, then there are a lot more templates. But I don't really think it's necessary for this software to use the templates. So we need an idea first of all. And what I like to do, if we go over to Google, and we can do a search on video marketing. Then if you click on Google News, then the good thing about this is that you get up-to-date information. So these articles have come out 17 hours ago, and then today is November the 4th. And these articles here, like November the 2nd, October the 27th, October the 13th, all within the last month. And it's much better to use that data because the data is up to date, and also most likely people haven't done an infographic using this data or this topic. What I did, I just picked one of these that I like the look of, and it was this one, why you need video marketing in your strategy. So I've made it on that, and this only came out 2 days ago. Now, because we haven't got a template in this, I will go over to Pinterest and just get an idea of what I could do. So here's some ideas for the colors or the layout. And there are lots of infographics on Pinterest, so you could get an idea here, maybe use a red and a gray and have it in different sections like this. But in my case, I'm going to use a blue and white design. So we're going to go back over to here to free templates and then just create a new infographic over here. And this one's a blank template. And we just get this. We can delete this text that's on there. And this is our first section. I do like this, that you can add lots of sections and you can adjust the height of the section, because a lot of the other software like Canva, if you want to make a section smaller, then you've got to adjust everything. You've got to adjust the other sections and kind of balance it out. Whereas this one's done in separate sections. So it's pretty good. Let's just go back and look at what I did here. So what I did, I put some text in here, some images, and again some text above and below here with the images in between. And let's start with a blue background then. So click on backgrounds over here. We can choose the color, and I'm going to use white text, so I want a very dark blue. So I can click the plus sign here, put it over on blue, and choose something pretty dark, and that's pretty good. And that will add it to our swatches up here then. It'll be that one there. I think it's this one here, yeah. So we can use that in the future for the text and for the backgrounds further down. Let's go ahead and look for the title. And what I've done, because I did this already, I've just copied over the text that I want onto a WordPad here. I've just copied it here, and then I can just copy it from here onto the infographic. So in fact this time I'll just copy it from here just to show you. So you can take it straight from here, why you need video marketing in your strategy. And they've just got 5 different reasons, and that's what I've done. I've copied those. So Control C to copy, and let's paste it in here, add a text, click on the text, add a title. You can use one of these titles if you like. There's some pre-formatted ones here, and let's just see if any of them fit. I think these are a bit short. If I put that text in there, it's actually not bad. I'd have to do a different color then. Maybe that would have to be black. So I could do that, but I think I prefer what I did before, unless I see another one that I like. There are lots of these, but there's no search on it, so you do have to look right down to find one. I think I'm not going to use this, so I'll Control Z or Control Z to go back until it's empty. I'm just going to add a title and select that and paste my words on there. Let's change them to white and bring them up a bit. Then I'm going to, I think I put the, in this case, I think last time I put the picture on the right, but I think I put the picture underneath this time. Find a good font that I like. Let's do a different one to last time. Last time I used this caveat brush, and let's do a different one this time. Let's use Chewy, but I think the text is a bit close together there. I'm going to use this here to space the words a little bit. Let's put that on 4, and let's change that line height 1.3. Now I'm going to make this text a bit bigger, and I like the idea that when you hover over this, you can see the size of the text. So I think that goes in there nicely. Why you need video marketing in your strategy. Let's put an image underneath. So we'll click on graphics over here, and there's shapes and icons, and let's put in video. And this is probably the best one there. There aren't so many icons here that are complicated or got lots of detail. This one has. So I think this is pretty good to use. Another place I go is over to Icon Finder, and I can do video in there, put video. And over here, if you don't want to pay for them, I actually have a subscription with this, but it's all used up for this month. But if you click on any, free, no link back, and then just make sure it's here 256 to 512. That's the size of it. If it's a PNG, you can download SVGs or PNGs, but just make sure it's at least 256. And also I've remembered the choices here. So I can then go down and find one from here. And there's quite a lot here. So we've got down to there. So for free, there's actually not anything that's better than that one over here. So I'm going to use this one and drag it on. Let's make it a bit, if you hold shift down, then it will keep the same shape. You won't squash it or anything. If you don't hold shift, then you might end up squashing it. I think what I might do is make that quite big and bring it down there. That looks okay. So we're on the first one now, and you've got some different icons here that you can clone it and add a new one. So I'm going to click add a new block here, and let's go to the first one. And the text is video content converts, which I just got from here. I just copied the title and then I just picked a sentence that fit the title, and I did the same here and just picked a sentence that fit the title. It's quite easy to get the content over there. Let's add a title, so text, and make it a title. In fact, rather than do that, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to delete that. I'm going to go to here and Control C to copy this and Control V, and then bring that down. And that's a lot easier. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip the colors. So I'm going to make the background white. So I'll click on the background there, make that white here, and then click this text and change that color to this one, which was the blue. Okay, I didn't select the text. Let's go back. Select the text here. Looks like I have to select it like that. And because I should be doing it here, sorry. Changing it to blue. Looks like black, but I don't think it is. It's not black, it is blue. Let's change that to a less of a dark blue and change this one as well. So not quite so dark blue. And that's the first title. Then we can get the first text. Again, I'm just going to copy this, Control C, Control V, and then just make it smaller. So change this font. Maybe down to 40, slightly less space between the words. And I think the line height can come down to 1.2. So we'll use that down there. And let's change that text. So people take action more frequently after watching a video about the product. Let's go back to here. Paste that in. And I think I'll just make it slightly smaller so it fits in there. Say 35. And we need some images there. Let's go over to graphics. I've got a search on video there. Let's just see what I did in the last one. So I put in here YouTube, and then that brings people over to talk about it. So I'll just do the same one. So pull in that video one, hold down the shift to size it. Let's put an arrow. See what arrows we've got. Maybe this one this time. And this time we had some people. So we use this one. Let's just make that a little bit bigger this time on there. Let's make this all a bit smaller. Bring it over there. Looks good. So people take action more frequently. Next one, I want to use these colors. So what I'm going to do is click on this section and clone it here. It goes underneath, then I'll click on that section and move it down one. So then we've got the blue, the white, and then the blue. And it's done a lot of it for us. It's not done this bottom one, but we can copy that. But we've got the title. In fact, I didn't change this one yet. Let's change that text. So video content converts, Control C. video content converts, and let's just move these up a little bit. So this next title needs to be video gets preferential treatment. So I do like this, that once you've done the design for this first and the second one, then I can just copy the design. And if I used all the same color all the way down, then I could just copy a new section really quickly. So video content gets preferential treatment. I don't want that text, that image there. Let's Control C, Control V this one. Bring it down. And I need to change that text to white up here. Let's get the text that goes with it. It's served up by Google and Facebook more than other types of content. Select that. Okay. So we want to say that it's done by Google and Facebook more. And what I did on the last one with this, I went down to Tools and Charts, and I used this chart. This is pretty good on Piktochart, that you can put all these different charts in there. And in this case, I used this one here. I just wanted red at the top and white at the bottom. So I deleted one of these. I'm not going to use this title or any of this. If I go over to the settings here, then I can change the colors there. I'm going to put this legend off, so that goes off. And I want to just make a small part at the top. So if you go back to data, and I think this is the top one. So if I just put 3 in there, in fact, let's make it 5, slightly bigger than that. So I want this bit to be red. Let's click on the settings. That top bit, it's this color, I want to make it red. And the bottom bit, last time I made it white. I think white is okay. Make it white. You can't really see it there. And I'm just going to insert that. And it just gives me like a triangle with this red on the top. You can do a lot more with this in the charts, but I just want that symbol. The one thing I quite like about the chart is this one here. You can have lots of, you can't see it with this data because that's white. Hold on, I'll just change the color of that one. You can have these different shapes here to demonstrate things, and you could have different people there, or you could even customize and pick your own shape. There's a library of different shapes, so I quite like that. I'm going to cancel that because I just need this pyramid here, and I just do a Facebook. We said Google and Facebook serve it up more than others, so let's go to graphics, look for Google. And in this case with Google, these are Google Plus. There's not really a Google sign here. So what I'll do is go over to icon finder, and I'll do a search for Google. And I think this one looks better. So I actually used this one before, or this one looks quite good as well. And this one. Let's use this one this time. I'm going to click on SVG, which is better. It's good to use SVG. Go back to Piktochart and click on upload. You don't get too much upload here, but because these are SVGs, you've only got 40 meg, but these SVGs are like 0.01 or something. So you can upload lots of the SVGs. If you use PNGs, you can't upload so many. So I'm going to browse. This is my downloads folder, and double click. So I get this SVG picture here. I've just dragged it across and we got it there. So let's put that, and I want to put an arrow towards that. The other one was Facebook. Let's go to graphics, type in Facebook, and I think we use this one, or maybe use the thumbs up. Let's use the thumbs up. I think I'll use that on the left here and put this Google one on the right. We've got that in the middle. Let's put those over there. This one a bit bigger. And let's just put an arrow to the top there. So I'll just search for arrows again. Oh. It's got a bit of a dot on it. I don't like that. With these black ones, you can add a color. So let's try this one. Let's change the color, maybe to red. That's the same color, so how about green? Okay, green fits in there. Let's put that in there. And I'm going to copy it, Control C, Control V, and then I want to flip it over, which is this one up here. So we've got each one of those going in there. I think that looks all right. I think we'll bring it down a bit so that they fit in there better. And this is definitely easier than Canva for moving stuff around. Maybe we want to just tilt this, so I'll grab that and just tilt it down like that. I'm going to delete this one, make this look right. Just squash it up a bit there. Once I'm okay with that, I'll click on it again and Control C, Control V, and then flip it back. Didn't work because it's looking up now instead of down. So I will have to move it around just to make it the same. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Just showing that Google and Facebook give video priority. And let's just move this down a bit. This text down. You can spend more time getting it nice. You might actually want to change this background. You can use some different colors for the background and it might look better. With these gray backgrounds here, you can choose a color and then have an effect on it. So let's find one that shows up better. Okay, this one here, it's got hearts. It's got gray with hearts, but when you actually click on it, it uses this color and puts the hearts on it there. And actually that looks quite good. I think that adds more to it. So we can do that. In fact, let's do it for all of these. I think that does make it look better. Okay, let's copy this one now. And I'm just going to clone it there. And then I want to move it down so it comes underneath. And let's look for the next title. So the next one, video is good for SEO. It's the white one, isn't it, here? Video is good for SEO. Let's just see what I did last time. Okay, I just used a person looking at it this time. Is there anything better I can say? Let's just put the text in the bottom. Video content generally keeps users on web pages longer, which is a big metric for Google. Okay, that's why I put the guy looking at it. So I delete these images. Yeah, what we're saying here is that because people look at the page longer, Google looks at that and they say, okay, that's people like that page, so we'll give it priority. So we want someone looking at the looking at his computer. So I'm not sure what I searched for that, but let's look up computer. Could have this one, and these ones fit as well. Let's just choose a different one, then I'll use this one. I did click on it. And because this one's quite tall, I think let's put the text on the side there. Let's make this text a bit bigger. And I think I'm going to make that line height a bit more. Yep, looks good. I think I might want to put a background behind this one as well. Let's see if there's anything that suits. I think that's a bit over the top there. If we make this slightly off white, like light blue. Okay, I quite like that. That looks all right. Just use this one here. It's just slightly, you might not see it on the video, but it's just a slight effect on it. Yeah, just add something to it, I think. Okay, we've done the text in that one. And let's go for the next one. So I'm going to copy this one, clone it, and just make sure it's selected, move it down. And the next text is video allows you to be creative. So I've just got all these, again, just got them all from here. I did swap these two round because I wanted to use an image that didn't go on the blue background. It went on the white background. So I swapped them over. I'm not sure this time if I'll swap them or not. So let's add that text. Make sure I'm on the right one. Yep. Video allows you to be creative. And let's just put the bottom text in there. Okay. Oops. So I don't want any of these. I'm just going to delete these. And let's make sure this text fits in there well. So I've said here you can do many things with it: animation, tutorials, humor, stories. So let's just have a couple of computers and put something on them. So this looks like a good one because this is like a tutorial type thing. That looks pretty good. And let's see if we've got another one. I think we used that other one, didn't we? Beginning, yeah, we used that. So maybe we could use this one. And I want to go down. Okay, let's just move it down to that bottom part. Maybe what we could do is just have a few of them here. That could be a small one. Maybe one more, if there's one more, like animation or something. What we can do, we can add this screen. And let's just put a couple of people on it. So we could just put that little man on. Oh, that'll do. I think just put that man on it. That looks good. Okay, that's just saying that you can do different things with it. You can do animation or tutorial. Maybe this one's a tutorial and this one's something else, maybe a story. That looks good. And do the next one. I think this is the last one. So I'm going to copy this one, clone it, and then make sure I'm on it, move it down. And the last one is video is viral content. And then some text that goes with it. So because it's easy to share, it has greater potential to go viral. So what I did last time, I just put one on here. I looked up sharing in the graphics. And actually this one would be better. I like this one better. Last time I used this one here, but I think I'll use this one. And this time I would do better with the blue background. So what I'm going to do, I don't think I can change the color of this. No, I can't change the colors of this. So I'm actually going to swap the places of these two. I want this background color, the blue one. So I'm going to move this one down. So I'll put it in there. I'm going to make this background blue. I want the background the same as this one. So let's go to backgrounds. I want that heart one. These hearts, and I want that blue. And I've got to change this text color to white. And the text here to white. Okay, because I wanted to see that and I couldn't see it before, I've changed this background to blue. Now I've got to change this background to white. And it wasn't actually white, it was just slightly off white, I think. And it had, if I can find that effect again, I think it was this one. It was actually white background then. Ah, this one. Okay. And then I changed this text to blue. So I've just swapped them round so that this one will show up on the blue background. And change this one to blue. Okay, so that's the last one, and this is the third one. Let's make that bigger. Let's move this text underneath. And I do like the way you can move these, make this section bigger quite easily, which is unusual for these infographics. Let's move that down, make this bigger. And we can put some icons on here, some sharing icons. So let's just go to, I'll do a search social media. And not as good when I do that. I'm going to just do each one individually. Then Facebook. Put a thumbs up in one of these. Let's put an F on one of these. Let's say YouTube. Put that on there. Say LinkedIn. And just grab it to one of these. Use the keys just to center that. And maybe you can put another LinkedIn there at the bottom. And let's put Twitter in there. In fact, it doesn't really go on the blue background. Let's put it on the white background. And let's change that to Pinterest. Okay, looks pretty good. That wasn't too difficult to do that. Just put the different icons on there. Video is viral content. Because video is easy to share, it's great potential to go viral. Video allows you to be creative and you can do different things with it. Let's just do a preview, see how we're going. Yeah, I prefer this than the last one. I've used a background, just a bit of a texture on the background, and this one's some hearts. So I think it does look better. And just put the last part on this, so I need to put on my website. I also need to do a source on it. So I've missed it out on here, but let's look at the article. It's by equities.com. So I'm just going to select that, Control C, come back. I'm going to add this one here. So I'm going to duplicate it and bring it down. I'm going to delete all this text. Sorry, all these images and the text at the bottom. And I just want to put on here source colon and then put the name. And I want to make this quite small. I don't want it to overshadow my website. So I'll put that on there. And now I could either just put my website stuff underneath, or I can make this a section. I think I'll make it a section. So we've got the source on there, and then I'm going to copy this one, clone it, and bring it down. And this can be my section now at the end. So we've got learn how to take your video marketing to the next level. Just fit that in there. Okay, make it slightly smaller. And let's delete these. And at the bottom, I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to copy this. Actually, it's just going to copy that one. Control C, Control V. This one can be blogvisuals.com. Let's make that bigger. Make that nice and big. Let's try and fill the page with that, I think. And let's put an image there. So let's go back and do a search on video again. That was the best image there, but I've used it at the top, so I don't really want to use it again. Let's go over here on Icon Finder, do a search on video again. See if I can find something. Maybe this one. I can download that PNG. I don't know what size that is. If I click on more here, okay, that's only 256. So I do want one that comes quite big. This one's 512. I'll click on that one as well. And that's all we've got there. Could do this one. Let's see what size that is. 256, a bit small. Could use this one. This is an SVG. Let's try. Good thing, because these are free, I can just download as many as I want. As long as you do this thing here, no link back, and make sure they're free. And there's some others, but I think those are the best ones really. Let's upload those and decide which to use. So browse, and if I click the shift key, I should be able to upload those at the same time then. I'm not sure which ones I just selected then. I've got some others there. So how about this one? A little bit dull, I think, for an infographic. What about if we use 2 of these? Maybe that's better. How does that look? Let's look at the whole thing. Preview again. I think it's okay. They're slightly big. Let's just make them a little bit smaller. I think they look okay. What I do want to change is this title, because that title, you can't really tell that that's the title, because it's the same as the other sections. So what we could do maybe is change the background color to make it different. But I don't think that fits to do that. Control Z just to undo that again. What we might want to do is just make that text a lot bigger. I don't think any of these are going to help. I don't think they help it. No, let's just make this text a lot bigger. I'm going to make this smaller and make this text bigger. I think so. It goes on 3 lines. So maybe we'll put another icon here as well. Let's try it. I'll put another video icon here. How about that one? What do we think? Why you need video marketing in your strategy? I think it's better. It's still not quite what I would like. Maybe we can put 3 of these. Let's choose one more. Just move them about a bit. I think that's better. I'd prefer this. You haven't got it in here. I'd like this to have a bit of a shadow or something, but you can't do that with this here. You'd need something like Photoshop to do that. So I think I'm okay with that. Let's just preview it again. Yeah, that's nice and big now. The text there is big and it doesn't look like one of these headers. This looks like a subheader. I'm happy with that. I think it looks good. And let's download it. So exit preview and I'll download. Use a medium quality here. If you upgrade, you can do a higher quality, but I don't think it's necessary. You can also download them as individual blocks if you want, make a slideshow, but we don't need to do that. So I'm going to download as a PNG. Okay, it took a couple of minutes just to produce that and download it, so I stopped the video. Anyway, here's the final infographic. So you got your title there and the different sections. And I do think this looks better with the texture and the hearts on the background. So that's pretty good, and that's ready for me to upload to some different places to hopefully get some backlinks and get people to share it. Over here we can also share it ourselves on social media. Click the share button and you just have to make it public first and give it a name first of all. I'm just going to call it video marketing tips, and then we can go ahead here and we can share it on Facebook and Twitter and different places. So that was how to make an infographic using Piktochart. I've also made videos on using Canva and Venngage for making infographics, so I'll put links to those below in the description. If you found this useful, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube. If you've got any questions or comments, and especially if you've used infographics yourself, then please give us some comments about your experience and any tips that you've got. My channel here on YouTube and also on my website blogvisuals.com is all about using images and videos to help with your marketing, to put on social media and for your website. So if that interests you, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.